Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined by Dave Cokin at Dave Cokin on Twitter and Adam Trigger at Top Flight SI. Make sure you're giving both of these guys a follow. Tons of free picks, great information from these guys over at WagerTalk.com as well. Dave, we're going to start off headed to the West Coast. Now, this isn't a team that gets talked about all that often, but I do know the Las Vegas locals want to know. Is UNLV going to get the bricks beat off them this weekend? I think the answer looks like yes. Arizona State minus 34.5. The total is 53.5, 54 over on the WagerTalk odds screen, depending on where you like to shop. Dave, last week, UNLV did not look that great offensively. They had a couple of nice plays, but outside of that, I was not happy with the result. Your thoughts on this Rebels team, and if Arizona State maybe can just beat this team 51-0.
They don't have too many heartbreakers because they're usually not that close enough for a game to qualify as a heartbreaker. But it was last week against Eastern Washington. Made a nice comeback in the fourth quarter, got the game to overtime, and then lose in double overtime. It's just UNLV football. I don't know. By the way, if you were involved in that game on the under last week, you might not have a worse beat all year than the under in the Eastern Washington UNLV game. That was just insane. But as far as this game goes, that does play into this game. And I'm not a totals guy in college football, but I'd have to look at the under here because I don't know where UNLV is going to get their points from. Their offense is definitely spotty, and they're going up against a pretty good defense in Arizona State. The flip side of it is the Sun Devils really kept their offense pretty much under wraps last week against Southern Utah. They knew it was going to be an easy game. It was. And I would expect it's going to be more of the same this week. They've got the real games coming up at BYU, and then conference play begins after that. So I think Arizona State, Herm Edwards, and Sparky, their mascot, are going to keep things under wraps this week for the most part. Just run some basic stuff, get through the game, and probably get a look at some backups as well. Good opportunity for them to check out the depth charts a bit. So I would lean under in this football game. I don't want to lay that many points, to be honest with you, because I don't think Arizona State's going to be particularly fired up for this event. So I'd be more comfortable with the under than anything else.
Dave, I'm with you there. I did already play this under. VR gave it out yesterday on Bet On It, and I said, you know what? Looking at this, I don't think UNLV is going to put up a ton of points. Yes, you are correct about Arizona State. They may be looking ahead here. They might not get the cover, but they should be able to blow out this UNLV team and hopefully keep the game under the total. Adam, are you in lockstep with Dave and I, or do you have a different opinion on maybe the side or total?
No, I fully agree with you guys. I jumped on the under yesterday as well. And I think, first of all, Dave touched on it. Just such a deceiving score in that game, 35-33 final. But UNLV had 6 points going into the fourth quarter. It was a great game. I mean, one of our friends was at the game, Kelly, and UNLV never quit, and awesome comeback. And it's tough for them to fall short like that. No way I could lay 34 with Arizona State on the road. I'm certainly not going to back UNLV here, but I think we're going to see UNLV look a lot more like they did in the first three quarters as opposed to the fourth quarter against Arizona State. I don't expect the Rebels to score much. And I agree with Dave. I don't understand why Arizona State would show much here if they don't have to with bigger games coming up in the subsequent week. So, yeah, I like the under even where it stands right now.
All right, I love it. Team ticket here for week 2 in college football. Thank you to Adam and Dave. Make sure you guys head over to the WagerTalk YouTube channel and check out all of our other videos.